Today I'm looking at this Utilitech Pro 48-inch LED shop light that I just picked up at Lowe's. I wanted to add a little bit more light down here in the radio room, and this seemed like it might be a good choice for my needs. Okay, so the light itself is all contained here, and all the hardware is wrapped up in the end of the plug here, or in this little bag rather that's attached to the end of the plug. So I'll undo this, and you can see in the bag here are a couple of chains with hooks on the ends. And a couple of screw hooks here. So now looking at the back of the fixture, or the top of it, depending on what your perspective is, you can see here that there are slots near the end that the hook that's on the end of the chain here will slip into. So that'll slip into there, and then it'll end up hanging from the screw hooks like this. You can see here I've got the light installed, and it's brightened things up quite a bit. If I turn off my other light here, you can see just with that light on, the bench is nice and bright now. So that'll be a lot easier to see when I'm working on things. I'll flip this back on just for a minute so that I can kind of show the mounting. You can see I've mounted it just to the floor joists above and hanging it from the chains. And of course the hooks are 48 inches apart roughly, rather than the 42 that are recommended by the manual, so they're at a little bit of an angle, but that's not going to hurt anything. You can see I've got the light plugged in down here, and the cord that is supplied with the light here didn't quite reach the outlet. You can see I've got it in an extension cord there. I think if I had mounted this closer to the wall back there, the cord might have been long enough to reach my outlet down on the floor. But I think it would have been close. I'm not exactly sure if that would have been enough to get it to reach. So that may be one thing to consider if you're looking at one of these things. What I think that I want to do, and probably what's intended for these things, is I think that I'm going to add an outlet piggybacked off of this light fixture here somewhere that I can just plug it in up top there. Because the other thing that happens with the cord hanging down behind it, you can kind of see it twists the light and makes it kind of hang at an angle because of the weight of the cord pulling down on it. Now that may actually not be a bad thing for me, because it tilts the light a little bit and allows it to kind of shine into my room a little more, whereas if it were hanging straight, it would shine straight down a little more than it does. So that may actually be okay for my application. And you can see here the pull chain just has this fancy little LED symbol on it, and it just turns on and off like a regular light should. The operation of the switch and everything feels, smooth enough. That'll just about do it for the installation of this Utilitech Pro 48-inch LED shop light from Lowe's. If you feel like subscribing or leaving a comment, feel free to do so. And as always, thanks for watching.